Alright, well, sorry about the abrupt ending last time. But we're going to track down this quest for Dyson, looking for the spot where presumably someone he knew or his family got bombed. That's what I'm assuming. And then we're going to track down this vampire and turn in some quests, heal up Whitechapel, and head back to the hospital. Of course I don't get a marker for Dyson's quest, so we just have to wander around and... Oh, maybe this is the bombing site. This looks like a giant crater. Could this be it? I can't go in there though. I mean, there's a lot of dead bodies in there. Are they just chucking people in? Mass graves because of the plague, I suppose? Can you imagine if Corona was this bad that in the middle of the city that you lived in there was just a crater to throw dead people? I really don't want to mess with that priest guy, so we're gonna go down this way. Not a lot of stuff down here, unfortunately. Kinda disappointing. And now I'm gonna deal with the priest anyway. Well,
Turn around,
bombs
sir.
there, so let's just go this way and hope they ignore me.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them!
really seems like that should have been where the bomb was. That crater over there. I'm not seeing anything else.
This place looks like the picture I saw of the bomb site.
Okay, cool.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
Don't I have... this, right? Okay. Can I not leave this flower here on this grave? Monument? That seems like the perfect place to honor. Okay, what the heck? Oh, I have to pick a flower? What is wrong with the flower that I'm carrying?
May all who suffered from
That
this
was
tragedy
silly.
find or rest in peace.
Okay, well, that is the last of the quests here in the docks for now. So, we'll go back and talk to these people and tell them what we did. Let's see. Let's go down this way. And to the right. Okay, I'm trying to find the enormous bridge. You'd think that would be easier. I like the music on this bridge.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr.
Hey, buddy.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I was not expecting that.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. We're killing an innocent couple who were just...
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
Oh,
I
swear.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
well, that was a surprise. I fucked up my hint. But I'm done with that investigation. Now let's go find Edwina. Of course she's not on the map. Of course not. Oh, there we
Then the gangs, the epidemics.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys, that's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something, then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Can I see...
As long as you have money.
Oh,
You
that
again.
tiny
What do you want?
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
I killed the sewer dog.
Are your
Don't worry
friends
about it,
mocking
bro.
you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't a human. Not human at all.
You're right, it isn't.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Good thing, because she will murder you.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Alright, that clears that up. So, let's go. I guess we'll go check out this spot here. Go find out what's going on with this vampire. Well, that's fine, because Clay is already dead. Got another hint about Booth, though. I'll check that out before I leave completely. It's kind of a pain to get here.
You again. What do you want?
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
Well, that was hardly worth
Goodbye,
it.
Mr. Digby.
Pleasure, sir.
It's locked.
Of course. How did I get over here in the first place? Vampire privilege. Oh wait, no, that won't be up here.
Steady, boys! We've got one of them here!
Nothing to see here.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?" There's been a fight here.
You think? Good stuff.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? Where does this blood trail lead?
Nowhere good, I'm sure.
Go back home, idiot!
No.
Look lively!
Of course not. Pony.
There's one of them vermin!
Need your blood, buddy. Of course you're gonna make me go fight those other guys too.
Baited by leeches playing a nasty game. I shall fear no evil. Shit, that leech!
That went remarkably well. Better than nearly all my other fights.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
I'm playing with you, bro.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets.
She has pockets? Well, I guess she has that top pocket there.
Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it. I have this thirst for blood.
I am super being led into a trap right now.
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Did you hear me?
No, you didn't say anything to me. Did you?
They've all been butchered.
Am I back at the cemetery already? Oh wow. You know...
I can still sense a presence.
If I die, I will go finish my business, and level up, and come back.
Come to me.
Help me! You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell Scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Is that
Oh, it's
my
me, all right.
sister?
Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children.
And then I killed you.
It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle.
I can't work miracles.
Are you a miracle worker?
No.
Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait.
Really? Come on
I
now.
have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular. That of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Oh my gosh.
Killed me, brother!
Oh no, you're trying to kill me with a cross? Oh. Oh.
Kiss me again.
Whoa. Yikes.
Abomination! Rest in peace, monster.
Ouch.
You're a monster! What have you done? Give me your blood, priest. Slayer! My final thoughts are just to die for.
I am not gonna win this in any way, shape, or form.
Come to me, Jonathan.
Yeah, okay. That was brutal. And what a plot twist. Was not expecting that at all. How did she even come back? I didn't give her my blood. Oh my god, text messages going crazy. Okay, so we are not gonna go do that. We are gonna go instead to fix the people of Whitechapel and then take a nap. And I guess I can't really cut through the cemetery without running into my sister, so I have to go the long way. Just knocking over graves willy-nilly. That's how flustered I am.
Elise!
Come on. I'm not here for you guys.
Can't fool us!
I kinda can though. Oh. And so are you. Ghost is dead. Woo. Thought I was gonna freeze.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a taste of fear, no!
Really? You hit me from that far away?
It's locked, all right.
No. This is not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to quickly go to Whitechapel. This is the one part about this game I hate. I just dread every loading screen. Just sit here forever and die in this loading screen. Alright, who am I looking for here? Looking for Loretta and Richard.
It's effective. Good evening.
You look ill, Miss. Well, there you have it.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
I don't know where Richard Nethercott hangs out. I do not remember him. That's not it.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
I haven't talked to
Good
you
evening,
since you
Xiao Shu.
came back.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Trump started.
What is going on with Milan in here?
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
I've no doubt. That is a wise and useful attitude in this part of town.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Goodbye for now.
There's Loretta again. I'm like walking in circles.
No, please, I don't have your money. Malevolence and trickery. You are blinded
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too.
Do you need
It may be
I understand.
the nutrition of my mind is more important than my...
Okay. Whew, I thought I was out of...
Have you recently...
Not at all.
I'll leave you alone.
Okay. Whitechapel is healthy. Now I am going back to the hospital to rest and talk to these people. Who are you?
Hello again, miss. Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary is
Haven't
closed?
seen you in a while.
Tell me about Richard Nithercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Very well.
What's the point of asking questions? Can I unlock this gate? Oh, there is no gate. Oh, alright.
Stupid beast!
Just leave me alone.
Stop it, Lee! Over there! There's one of them over there! There's one of them
You guys are the vermin. They really should have found a way to make it so that you don't have to stop the game completely in order to load. Hello, Tippets. You gonna go be weird? No, of course you won't.
It is good to see you again, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm better than one might expect, Lady Ashbury. Dr. Swansea has asked me to investigate the recent disturbances in the hospital, caused by skulls.
Really? What do you mean?
I discovered the most intriguing skull. An elderly woman answering to the name of Old Bridget, and a man who helps them remain hidden in London.
Old Bridget? Peculiar name, I've never heard of her.
According to Old Bridget, skulls can lead a peaceful existence like us. They are even able to nourish themselves by feeding on corpses and the flesh of the dead.
How vile. Please, Jonathan, let's change the subject.
Skulls of London have gone into hiding. Both mortals and immortals plot their extermination.
Yes. Skulls are the orphans of the Vampire Society. They are the shame of their genitors. A disgrace to the vampire that created them.
There is something ominous closing around me, Lady Ashbury. Something spies upon me from the shadows. Something cruel and wicked.
Whatever do you mean, Jonathan?
Do you suspect someone?
I don't know, Jonathan. I steer clear of vampire politics, especially whilst hunters roam the city's streets.
If Sean Hampton and Harriet were not the guilty parties, then who? I saw the bodies and the blood.
Your rebirth has not gone unnoticed, Jonathan. Be extremely careful. If you get in the way of an immortal's plans...
Goodbye for now.
Yes, Jonathan?
I'm better than...
Really?
Good...
That's it, huh? You gonna go be a sketchball, Tibbets?
Jonathan, at last. I've been worried sick. Have you solved the case of our poor Sean Hampton?
Don't worry, Edgar. The reputation of Pembroke Hospital is secure. Sean Hampton was not the guilty party.
Is that true? Oh, good news. Good news indeed.
Does the name Old Bridget ring any bells?
I'd never heard of her. Why? A patient of ours? I must confess, I don't know them all.
No, it's just someone I recently met. A fascinating woman. I had thought that perhaps...
By the stole, Jonathan, you've met another vampire. I would appreciate an introduction, if that's the case.
What do you know of the Ascalon Club?
Not as much as I would like. There have always been rumors about a secret society of vampires operating in the interests of the British Empire, though I've never met a member.
Do you think Lady Ashbury would know of them?
Jonathan, our beloved lady is not one for social dalliances, nor the assemblies of dark orders. She's a woman of superior taste and selective acquaintance.
I crossed paths with one. A terrifying creature going by the name of Fergal. He was sent by the Ascalon Club to exterminate the Skulls of the East End.
By the stole, Jonathan. If vampires are eliminating their own progeny, then dark times are upon us. Darker than I've ever witnessed.
I found Harriet Jones. She's much the same old, embittered woman she was, only she's been made a Skull. Her transformation did not go well.
Incredible. Well, why not bring her here? We could learn so much by studying her condition. It would be fascinating.
I doubt that. She can barely move. Perhaps we could learn more about the degeneration of skulls.
Perhaps. But she could also belong to a new species. We know so little of the laws that dictate vampire reproduction.
Were there any studies made by your order on the subject?
Not that I'm aware of. I will transmit your discovery to the Brotherhood's primate. He will be delighted.
A pleasure as always.
Okay, all that's left now is to go and spend all of this experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the broadcast here, and we will pick up with me hopefully being able to actually kill my sister next time. Alright, see you guys.